just finished studying for 5 hours and you can't even remember 5 sentences. You close your book, look up to the ceiling, and wonder if you're not just smart enough. Let me tell you, it's not you, it's your strategy. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can actually study and remember before it's too late. Hey, my name is Gabriel. I've been there all night cramming, feeling smart and blanking out the next minute. This is worst. But over time, I found the blueprint. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you science-backed method, practical tools, and the mindset to actually study smarter and remember for real. The problem why we forget is because most students treat studying like scrolling, passive, boring, forgettable. Most students read books like novels, no challenge, no engagement. But your brain is a survival machine. If it does not sense those information as important, it deletes it. That is why we forget. It's not because of we are dumb, but because of we do not signal our brain that those information is important. If you want to remember, your brain needs to care, and that starts with a strategy. The first strategy which helps to actually remember what you study is locking focus. And one of the ways to lock in your focus is by eliminating all distraction through deep work study, noise blocking, Pomodoro. Focus is the entry ticket. If your brain is distracted, it will not receive the message to store the information. Use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focus and 5 minutes of break. You can also block noise using headphones, using ambient music. You can also turn off notifications. When you turn off notifications, your brain deal in. Now, the second way in which you can lock in your focus is to create study rituals. Your brain loves patterns, same lightning, same decks for reading, and same playlists for reading. Over time, your mind learns when I sit here, I study. You are training your brain to enter into the deep work mode faster. Another way you can lock in your focus is by studying for 30 minutes with intense focus rather than studying for 2 hours in a distracted state. Whether you like it or not, studying for 30 minutes with intense focus is far more better than studying for 5 hours, 6 hours in a distracted state. Sprint, don't jog, lock in hard and step away. That is how you build your mental muscle. Focus is the first filter. If you are distracted, no technique will work. Lock in and lock out everything else. The second strategy which helps you to study smart and remember what you've learned is active recall and spaced repetition. Rereading makes you think you've learned something new, but testing yourself forces your brain to retrieve the memory, which builds your memory and makes your memory stronger. Active recall is all about when you are done reading, you close your book, then you explain what you've read to yourself, then write it down out and say it out loud. That is what active recall is all about. Then spaced repetition is about reviewing what you've learned in increasing interval. Naturally, the brain forgets naturally, but spaced repetition brings the information back before it fades away, locking it in deeper. When you can engage in spaced repetition day 1, day 3, day 17, that's how you build a long-term memory, which helps you to pass your exams and in flying colors. A way you can engage in active recall and spaced repetition is the use of flashcards and teachback method. For flashcard, you can use either the physical or the digital flashcard. When you are done reading, close your book and force yourself to recall what you've read. Then teach this back to somebody else. If you can explain it, then you actually understand it. The more effort your brain uses to retrieve memory, the deeper this memory sticks into the brain. The third strategy is deep processing. When we talk about deep processing, think of one of the ways to deeply process what you've studied to actually remember is by connecting new information to existing concepts. Think of tying a rope between two trees. It will obviously hold it stronger and better. Now, it's more of like an example of connecting new information to existing concepts. When you want to talk about the immune system, you can link the immune system to defense army, which helps you to understand it better. When you have a familiar background, it leads to a stronger memory. Another way to deeply process what you've studied, to actually remember what you studied, is by creating a mind map. Creating a mind map lets you understand how things connect visually. In this case, you're not just memorizing, you're understanding the structure of how things work. And if you can teach back to someone else, you will discover what you know versus what you think you know. A way to also engage in deep processing is the use of analogies, real life examples, and voice recording. We need to turn abstract concepts into real life example. Like for example, imagine a DNA replication to be just like unzipping a jacket and making millions of copies. And another way to engage in deep processing is the use of voice recording. Explain concept of you teaching out something to yourself, then record it. Then after recording it, when you are working or you are doing your chores, you can listen to those voice recording. It helps the memory to stick better to your brain through repetition and sound. Deep processing is more of like engraving in stone, and shallow studying is more of like writing in sand. The fourth strategy is lifestyle hack. When you sleep, memory consolidation happens. Sleep isn't just luxurious. Sleep is a memory upgrade system. During deep sleep, the brain replays what you've read, and then it locks it in. If you don't sleep, there won't be any storage. Nutrition and hydration fuels the focus you need to actually study to be able to remember what you studied. When you are dehydrated, your brain function shrinks. Junk food is equal to junk energy. A sharp mind starts with a fueled body. Exercise is a brain-derived neurotrophic factor which boosts the memory. Naturally, as humans, when we move, our body releases a protein called DBNF, which helps to grow brain cells. So, a short walk before study spikes memory retention. Your environment, air, light, posture, it all matters. Poor air makes you tired, dim light makes you sleepy, and the bad posture makes you lose focus when you are studying. When you study in an oxygen-rich space, in a bright and in an upright posture, your brain will thank you. You can't outstudy a broken lifestyle. The fifth strategy is the study template. Let me hand you the blueprint. This is a 1 week study plan in which you can start using today. In the morning, active recall. In the afternoon, teach back method or quiz. Then in the night, light revision. For active recall in the morning, start your day by testing yourself on yesterday's material. For quiz or teach back method, force your brain to use what it has learned. Then for light revision in the night, glance through your notes, flashcards. It has a way of telling your brain to remember this. Copy this, tweak it. This is not just theory, this is how you can actually start winning. This is not all about your exams, this is also about your future. Your memory will not just help you to pass tests, it will help you to save life, it will help you to build businesses, it will help you to pitch an idea, and it will also help you to inspire change. So don't waste them, learn to learn, then use it to lead. If this video helped you out, don't just let it feed. Rewatch it, take notes, and also apply it. Drop a comment, let me know what hit you the hardest. Like and hit the subscribe button if you're ready to stop forgetting and start dominating. Let's go, you've got this.